So I'll set this question up by using the standard format for representing geometric progression. If the first term is b, second term would be b times r is the common ratio, and the third term is br squared. So that's how I'll translate this first equation, which becomes b plus br times br squared is 52. We'll do the same thing here. A1 times a2 would become b squared r. A2 times A3 would be b squared r cubed, and then finally A3 times A1 would be b squared r squared, and that's 624. So here I'm going to factor the largest common term, b squared r. So that becomes 1 plus r squared plus r. And then if I do the same thing for the first equation, factor them, and you'll see that this piece in parentheses is common to both. So I'll divide them both to kind of simplify this. And you'll see this term drops out, and that would just become BR. 624 over 52 divided by 4. 4 times 6 is 24. And I'm expecting this to go in whole. 13 times 1 is 13, remainder 226. So BR is 12. And if we take that equation with the factored form, what I'll do is to replace b in terms of r. b is 12 over r. So replace that here. This is our equation. So that will give us a quadratic in r. So I can figure out what r is. First reduce this. That's 13. Then I'll move the r over and distribute the 3. And that becomes 13r. Again, I'm expecting a nice quadratic here. And these are all clues you should be looking for in the exam if things are factoring out nicely. So that's 9, so I just need to split that into 9r and r. So 3r, r minus 3, minus 1, r minus 3. And note that they tell us that it's a decreasing infinite geometric progression, which means r has to be 1/3 and not 3. So we know what r is. I can figure out b from this, 12 divided by 1/3, which is 36. And then we need to find the sum of this infinite geometric progression, which is b over 1 minus r. So 36 over 1 minus 1/3, which is 36 over 2/3. And this is the easy part. So we end up with 54, which is choice B. So, I mean, it can seem tedious on the surface, but you just have to do the work. These are standard setups for geometric progression. I haven't seen exactly a question like this, but whenever I see these equations, I know that somehow they have to simplify. And that's exactly what happened. So don't expect to have seen this type of question exactly before, but make sure you kind of know all the underlying basics of geometric progression. So to summarize, the answer is B.